ever done before, and I wanted to ride an electrical scooter. Okay, first of all, I know I make a lot of jokes about committing crime, but this is one thing that we don't commit crimes for. Today there will be no traffic violations, I promise. These things they've been in Europe for ages, and I know people are very, very annoyed by them, but I always thought they would be useful in Tokyo because Tokyo is a city that sometimes is a little bit hard to get around if it's not on a particular train route. I actually am not the best person to ride one of these because I'm dyspraxic, but I painfully taught myself how to ride a bicycle like a few years ago, and I learned the traffic laws and stuff like that. So I think I'm ready to use one of these. When I went back to Spain, I saw tons of people riding them, and I always really, really wanted to ride them. But until recently in Japan, you needed a driver's license. And I think it's from this year, finally they updated it, so you don't need a driver's license. Okay, so this is done through a company called Loop, and you have to download the app on your phone. I already downloaded it and I registered before I came. You have to download the app and you have to put in your ID, and then you have to register your credit card so you can pay. First time you register, I think there's some kind of like 60-minute free plans. That's what I'm going to be doing today. It says you don't need to wear a helmet, but I strongly recommend wearing a helmet. If I ever ride one of these consistently, I'm going to buy my own helmet, but today it was kind of like spontaneous, so I don't have one, so I'm just going to ride a little bit and be as careful as I can. Before you are able to ride on the app, you have to take a little test, and it's just about like basic driving laws. It gives you a walkthrough so you can learn a little bit before you take it, and it's really, really simple. It's just like you have to keep on the farthest left. It teaches you how to make correct turns, and then obviously you can't drink or anything or use it if you're under the age of 16. I'm pretty nervous, not gonna lie, but today I came to Yokohama because here the roads are really wide, and I thought riding along the ocean would be nice, and also it's just like there's not that many people here compared to Tokyo, so yeah, just let's do it. Okay, so I found this spot on the app, so I'm right here, and I click on it and you gotta find the vehicle, then you can scan the QR code. Okay, so this just explains the prices. It's 50 yen to unlock it and 15 yen per minute, and then it just explains how to use it, which I've already read, and just like how to use the app in general. Then yeah, next. Oh, the light, come on! Ah, that's cool, this part lights up. Let's ride. I'm nervous now. I had to take off my phone case to be able to fit it in. Okay, I think I'm ready now. It's pretty simple enough, just brakes, push to go, and blinker. So let's try. Yay! I'm actually pretty good at this. The hard part is like turning, so I've been practicing turning a little bit. This is pretty heavy. This is the only thing, is that this is pretty heavy. And also, your phone's running constantly with the app, so you gotta make sure your phone's really, really charged. Do you see how fucking smooth that was? I'm pretty proud of this. Okay, admittedly I'm way better at this than riding a bicycle. It took me like months to ride a bicycle and I'm still not very good at it. But this is much easier. The only thing is like I haven't been riding on the big roads, only the really baby roads with no cars. And yeah, there's a lot of roads in Yokohama that have bicycle lanes. So I've just mostly been riding in them. But yeah, it's been fun. So I rode roughly from the station, Yokohama station, all the way to Minatomirai by the ocean. And I really wanted to do it because it's like, you know, if you've ever played the Pokemon games and you get the bicycle and you ride next to the ocean, I've always wanted to do something like that. And I'm not very good at riding a bicycle, so this was a really nice opportunity. I would recommend renting one of these if you're quite familiar with where you are, and if you're quite familiar with riding one of these already. If you're a tourist and you're new to coming to Tokyo, I wouldn't recommend it, particularly because a lot of the stop signs in that are in Japanese. So if you know like basic kanji, I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, I would recommend trying it out. It's pretty cheap and pretty fun, and it seems like the app's easy to use. And if you have an iPhone, it will automatically translate it into English for you. So yeah. I'm happy with that. Watch me get launched into the ocean. Yay! So I parked her up at one of the parking spots and it told me how much I have to pay. I am a first time user, so I get an hour for free, so it actually didn't cost me anything for like a whole hour. There was a local mall nearby called Hammerhead Mall, so I'm gonna see if I can get some lunch because after that I'm actually starving. I didn't mention, but it's very, very humid today. I did sweat quite a lot and I feel like I sweat all of the salt out of my body, and now I need to eat something really disgusting like ramen. The good thing about Yokohama is that there's nobody here, but there's still loads of like restaurants and stuff. I found this pie restaurant called Pieaholic, and it's really rare to get pie in Japan, so I think I'm gonna get some pie. I'll probably just get the meat pie, because like that's, as a British person, that's what I've been craving ever since I moved here. But they also have like soup pies, and they look pretty good too. My beef pie looks so cute. It's really, really good. That's the one thing about being in Japan for me, is I really miss like pasties and pies and stuff like that. So when I do get one, it's like a nice little treat. And this is real good. I really recommend coming here. I really recommend getting a scooter at Yokohama Station, riding all the way to Minato Mirai, looking at the ocean, and then coming here and getting a nice pie. Kind of feel like getting a coffee before I head home, and it looks like this is one of these places where they try and really make it look like Europe, so I can probably find a really nice coffee around here. What a view! I just grabbed a coffee from inside the mall and I'm sitting by the ocean, and it's just so quiet and peaceful. Honestly, it's lovely. I really recommend doing this. Even without the scooter, if you just come and like hang out around the ocean by Yokohama, it's really, really nice. Yeah, I had a really nice day. I'm exhausted. Like every single bit of moisture has been sweated from my body. Now I just want to go home and sleep. But I had a very nice day. Thank you for watching, and as always, please subscribe.